This is your girl LaFay, and we are in Halifax, Canada. And I do have an excursion today. It is at noon. I would have to be down on the fourth deck to link up with our tour guide or whoever's taking us on that excursion. But first this morning I have an 8 o'clock pedicure appointment in the spa, which I will be heading down in about 10 minutes. The time now is about 7:40, and it's just one deck down, so I don't have to go far, and I will head over to that appointment. And then I'll go and get a quick breakfast from the buffet this morning, because the dining room is open, but it just depends on what time I finish at the spa. If I finish in time, I'll go over to the dining room and order a breakfast. But if not, if I'm running short on time, because as I said before, we have to be downstairs by 12, I anticipate this appointment to be about 1 hour. So it shouldn't be a problem for me to get to the dining room. But if it is, then I'll just head over to the buffet and I will grab, they have an omelet station there, so I can grab maybe an omelet and some toast and orange juice. That is pretty much my breakfast any morning, or a bowl of oatmeal as well. So any of that. But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to say good morning to you all. And I am going to show you the beautiful view, because I am, as I mentioned before, on the non-port side. So I have the sea, so I won't get to see anyone running back to the ship because they're late. We will have to be back on the ship by 4:30 p.m. And my tour is 3 hours. So our tour started at 12:30. So we should be back on the ship, or back at the ship, by 3:30. So there shouldn't be a problem with us getting back. But even if we're not back in time, my tour, it was scheduled through the ship or through the cruise line. So Carnival will not leave me. The ship will not leave us, because that tour is a cruise line tour or cruise line excursion. I do not book independent tours for that reason. Some people, they do. I heard it's cheaper, but I just don't like the risk. It's just something I don't want to take the chance of doing. So I will just be back when they bring us back. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the spa. I'm not going to take you all along with me. So what I'll do is I will pick you all back up when I return from the spa. However, but before I leave, I am going to show you all this beautiful view. So let's go and let's see this view. I am back, and I've had my pedicure and I've had my breakfast, and in about 45 minutes I will have to head downstairs to the Teatro Lounge, or the Teatro Theater, for my excursion tour. I am going to Peggy'S Cove here in Halifax, Canada, and of course I am taking you all along with me. But I'm all dressed and showered, and I am ready to go. I don't like to rush, so I wanted to get everything done. My bag is packed, everything is together, so now I can just chill and relax. And that's what to do, is kind of, let's see, I may go up to the 15th deck and see if I can get some views up there, and I'll take you all along with me on that, because like I said, we have 45 minutes and I am all packed up and ready to go, and I feel great. I could not tell you, I went to the salon this morning for my pedicure, and she asked me where my stress level between 1 and 10, with 10 being the highest. My bad, mine was at 1. It asked me where did I have any pain anywhere. Mine was 0. I don't have any pain, no neck pain, no headaches, no back pain, no knee, nothing. So I feel absolutely great, and I am so excited. This is my first time in Canada, so of course it's my first time in Halifax, and I've heard so much about Peggy'S Cove, so I am looking forward to that excursion. And I'm also looking forward to the day. I do have a few things that will be going on today. It is cruise casual today, so I don't have to worry about elegant night, but we get back. This is a 3-hour excursion, so when we get back it will be a little late, but I'm sure I will be hungry because there's no lunch included, so I will probably had to eat a late lunch, which means I probably will not have dinner because it will be too late, and I will be still full, most likely, from the lunch. I didn't even eat all my breakfast this morning, and I thought that was a pretty heavy breakfast. So anyway, I didn't eat it all, and now I am going on this excursion, and it is a late excursion. I should be eating lunch now, but I'm still full from breakfast, so I will have a late lunch. But the great thing about it is it will be a food tasting. So the chef and the host have invited me to their kitchen to do a food tasting of vegetarian options and provide feedback. So I'm so honored and humbled to have been selected for something so great. So I'm looking forward to that. So I want to be good and hungry by then, so I don't want snacks or anything. So that will actually be my lunch when I get back, and I'm going to try to take you all along on that. Probably will be able to take you. I'm not sure how much of recording and pictures and all I'll be able to do, but I will try to take as many as possible. And then after the food tasting, I don't know if I'm going to the show tonight because they really don't have an entertainment show tonight. It's something else. Oh, but I am going to go and watch a movie. There is a movie at 6 o'clock, and it is called the Garfield movie. Yes, that fat cat. And I probably will not take you all along on that. I'm just going to chill out, and then I'll pick you all back up, and we'll see what we will do after the movie. But for now, we are going to go upstairs to the top deck, see if we can get some beautiful views up there, see what we can get, because I only have one side, which is the non-pier side of the ship. I am going to go over on the other side. I don't know if we're being tendered or if it is an improved pier, but we will find out in a few minutes. So you all give me a few minutes, and I'll pick you all back up when we get up on the 15th deck.
We are making our way through the city, through the historic South End, and making our way out west. We have to go west. There's water to the south, water to the east, water to the north. The only way the city can expand is westward.
I have to look that up.
So we are going to take a look too at some of the big events, disaster events that mark our history, the whole 20th century. The sinking of the Titanic in 1912, that was the very first one. It didn't happen here, but we were the closest city with a rail connection and rescue boats, recovery boats. So we handled the recovery mission to bring back as many bodies as we could from the sinking that had perished, to repatriate them with their families. Halifax was the center for the Navy here for the Allied actions. This is where all the ships gathered for convoys. And on the 4th of December in 1917, just near the end of the war, a Belgian relief vessel was leaving the port and a munition ship was coming in. They scraped as they passed narrowly in the harbor. Fire caught onto the munition ship and it exploded. 1,000 people killed immediately, 9,000 severely wounded. And those that were standing in their front windows with the excitement, a big ship burning in the harbor, how exciting. When the explosion happened, if they weren't killed, they were blinded by the flying glass. Halifax ended up with the largest per capita population of blind people anywhere in the world. So take a little look at some of the Victorians on either side as we're making our way outside of the town. These are all the old historic homes. Some of them have a blue plaque just at the door that tells them it's been designated historic. Other people don't bother. You don't get much of a deal for putting the blue plaque on. In fact, you lose control over your property. So most people prefer not. We have 2,500 Victorian homes still in the South End, and they're still very popular and sell very well. Fort Massey Military Cemetery used to be an old fort here. You can see how organized it is. That's why it's a military cemetery. And then we have the higgledy-piggledy, regular people. They don't know how to get in order here. No military discipline whatsoever. That's the church that was built in the day of the Catholic cemetery. Now this was supposed to be a Protestant colony, but unfortunately the geology of the place sort of changed things. Halifax is consisting of a lot of ironstone. What is that? That's granite with iron laced throughout it. We're still seeing some of these wonderful Victorian homes, some of them under a little bit of repair. We have a municipal election coming, so we have a lot of posters up with people's names on them. They're not wanted, they should be, but they're actually running for public office. Citadel on the right hand side. You can see it's all covered with earthenware grounds. This was a concept in the 18th century, the 1700s, that cannonballs would go through stone, but they would just bounce off of lawn. So and it worked for the most part, although this fort was never attacked. This wasn't to protect the harbor, it was to protect the city from the land attack. It was never fired upon, and it never fired its cannons. Building out there in the water, that's actually a B&B. You can rent that.
Oh, cool.
It comes with the boat, so you can get over there. And looks like an interesting spot to spend the night. It's not too stormy.
a small, quaint fishing village on the Atlantic Ocean in Nova Scotia. The village was founded in 1811 when the province of Nova Scotia issued a land grant of more than 800 acres to 6 families of German descent. Its population today is approximately 30 year-round residents, welcoming more than 700,000 tourists a year. Peggy'S Cove is famous for its lighthouse, one of the most treasured landmarks in Nova Scotia and across Canada. And an interesting fact is its shell and sandstone dates over 470 million years, starting as mud and sand near ancient Africa. Several families continue to make their living from the sea, just like the first families who settled in Peggy'S Cove so many years ago, and call it home for many generations. Peggy'S Cove is declared a preservation area to protect its rugged beauty. The Peggy'S Cove Commission Act passed in 1962 prohibits development in and around the surrounding village and restricts development within Peggy'S Cove. arriving. Halifax. My table is ready. See that? Yeah. Is ready, and I have 10 minutes to get there. Sounds good. Oh, that sounds so I'm ready to my table. Hi everyone, so I've just finished dinner and I usually don't come back on, but I was so full, so much food, and I'm really kind of thinking, what can I do to not get full so quick? So I said, I'm so full, I can't finish the food, but I'll bring the dessert with me. So I had to come to the room to drop off my dessert. This is my fork, and I don't know if you all can see that. Let me see. Yep, there it is. That is my key lime dessert. It's a vegan key lime cake, and I had that earlier today, and it was very, very good too. So I was not leaving this on the table. I had to leave the rest because I'm too full, and I have a refrigerator. I put it in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to go back out, or we're going to go back out, because I'm taking you along with me, and we're going to go and listen to some violin. I may catch Caribbean sounds with Chris King, because he sounded good, as you all heard, as I was going to dinner. So I'm going to try to catch him again. He has another show. I missed his 8 o'clock show, but he has another show, I think, at 9:45. And we're going to go back out, and we're going to go and listen to a violin, maybe a little bit of piano. And if I'm still out and I'm still feeling good, we'll listen to some Caribbean sounds with Chris King as well. So let's go back out and listen to some violin.